There is a story going on right now that shows you what happens when a government grows so massive, so unaccountable, so convinced of its own benevolence that it can no longer tell the difference between literally the living and the dead. Now, I want to preface this with, I want to give everyone the benefit of the doubt here, but I'm not sure they deserve it. Let me give you the facts. We now have, in black and white, a new Government Accountability Office report. It's not some blogger in the basement. This is not me saying it. This is the GAO. And it shows that fake people, phony Social Security numbers, and even the dear departed were routinely approved for taxpayer-funded Obamacare subsidies. Now, I emphasize the word routinely because what I mean by that is 100% of the GAO's fictitious applications were approved. 100%. Every single one that was fake was approved, okay? You could have taken a napkin and scribbled the words, John Doe, totally real citizen, thrown some numbers up for a Social Security number that you pulled out of a fortune cookie, and the federal government would have said, you got to send this guy a check. Because it says right here, he's a totally real citizen here. They would have sent tens of thousands of dollars to your insurance company to reward the fraud, okay?
So the first time I tried the Chirp Contour, I remember thinking, oh my gosh, I just bought a really, 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 really expensive chair that does this and not as well. All you do is you lay down on it and it massages your back and spreads it out and gives relief to your back like you would not believe. Their devices are doctor trusted, FDA cleared, the same techniques you're going to find in clinical treatments without the appointments or the price tag. And it is very affordable. If you have back problems, the Chirp Contour, it is spinal decompression at its best. Massage, heat, all in one device, just with your back. You can choose soft, deep tissue, contoured massage, even save the settings, with your profile. And you can get it right now. All you have to do is go chirp.com/Beck. That's chirp.com/Beck.
This is not a glitch. This is not a clerical error. This is massive fraud. Once again, systemic failure, engineered by design, protected by politicians and politics, funded by your sweat. How long do you have to work every day to pay for just the fraud? I mean, it is getting to the point to where it's obscene. And honestly, if I don't start seeing people go to jail, I said this, I'm going to start saying this every day here for the next couple of weeks. I said at the beginning of the Trump administration, and when they appointed Pam Bondi, I'm going to give Pam all the room she needs for a year, because you just don't throw prosecutions together, okay? But I have seen these investigations going on now for a year. I have seen these investigations going on in Congress for, 2 years? It was happening during the last Trump administration, and it's happening now. I've seen Congress do all of these investigations. I haven't seen a single person go to jail. What the hell are you spending my money on? Are you just chasing smoke? Because that's what it seems like. Except you keep coming out and saying, oh my gosh, look at this, look at this, look at this. But I never see a name attached to it. And that name also attached to an indictment. And I'm sorry, but on the year anniversary, I'm going to start coming after Pam Bondi and the DOJ. Because enough is enough. How much time do you need? There's obvious problems here. on multiple fronts, not just this. And I am really happy to see the DOJ and everybody else come after, for instance, those who are guilty in Minnesota. I want to see jail time. You've taken $1 billion of the taxpayers' money and you have just given it away, and in many cases, to terrorists. You've taken literally food out of the mouth of children. You have taken money that was supposed to go for kids with autism, and you've sent it over to Somalia, to Al-Shabaab. I don't know. I think some people should go to jail. And I am not happy if it's just the people who are at the low end. I want to see the names that excused it, that covered it up. Because you don't get away with $1 billion heist. And that's just one. That's just one. You don't get away with these without protection high above. Okay? So let me go back to what the GAO found here. This is not Minnesota. This is another case. Okay? This is Obamacare. Every fake identity submitted in 2024 was approved. 18 out of 20 fake people were still getting subsidized coverage the following year. So they got coverage the first year. They still were getting coverage the next year. One Social Security number, just one, was used for the equivalent of 71 years of coverage in one single year. So they got coverage that it would take you 71 years to be able to amass. They got it in 1 year. That's one Social Security number. 66,000 Social Security numbers received subsidies, didn't match a single living person. 66,000. 58,000 matched Social Security death records. So 66,000 didn't exist. 58,000 did exist, but they were now dead, God rest their souls. They didn't need health insurance. Okay. There's upwards of 6 million people who aren't actually within the income category that they're claiming credits, as if they were in that income category. Yeah, I don't make enough money, so I should get this. Oh, really? Except you do make that amount of money. In certain states, there are 3 to 4 times as many people enrolled in 100 to 150% of the poverty rate. In those $0 plans, there's 3 to 4 times as many people enrolled in those states that actually exist in those states. 3 to 4 times. How do you make that error? How does this happen? So these COVID credits have just produced upward of $27 to $30 billion in fraud. This is just in Obamacare. That's it. Oh, but this is going to reduce your payments. No, it didn't. In fact, now it's just pushing us deeper and deeper into debt, just in a different way than we projected. Okay? It's not about health care. This is about national survival or national suicide. Which do you choose? This is about a government program that is so unbelievably bloated, so politically insulated, that it has become impossible to distinguish fraud from function. But maybe that's the point. Is that possible?
Thank you for thinking for yourself and being part of a movement, because that's really what all of this is. If you want the full story, you want to go deeper, go to blazetv.com/Glenn. Go there right now, sign up, no interruptions, just the truth, uncensored and unfiltered. Don't just watch, take a stand. And I'll see you over there in a minute.